eventuality that Ben Askren would one day find his way to the UFC. Did that with a big win over Robbie Lawler in his UFC debut, and now the focus on continuing to climb that crowded welterweight.
Ben Askren is a unique talent because he does not look like the type of guy that you would find in an octagon. But every time he steps foot in there, he has no doubt he's going to get his hand raised, which is what he has done his entire life. You look at Ben and you know what's coming. He's going to wrestle you. He's going to take you down. He's going to make you grapple more than you're comfortable with. But can Ben Askren employ that wrestling game plan all the way to a UFC championship? We will see.
All right, so here's the budding UFC welterweight contender out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Sean Brickhouse Brady. What a win over Kelvin Gastelum late in 2023, and that got him back on a championship trajectory. There are not a lot of guys asking for this matchup. Many believe in terms of the pure grappling mixed with the wrestling, this is the best ground fighter in the entire UFC welterweight division. When the hands start to catch up with those skills, scary proposition for all of the elite 170-pounders. But a lot of fight fans and pundits agree. Eventually, Sean Brady is going to fight for a world title. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Ben Funky Askren. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Sean Brady.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready.
All right, so here we are back in London, England, as the UFC continues to make its presence felt here in the UK, and massive crowd on hand as usual here tonight.
When the UFC expanded, when the UFC started going all around the world becoming a global sport, London was a target area. England was a target country because we understood how much the fans care about sport. You watch it in the football games. You watch it, hear that? Football. You watch it in the way that they show up. The UFC approached this place. The UFC targeted England. We went there, and every time the fans showed up.
All right, so he continues to use his jab effectively here, DC. He gets that hand to the target pretty quickly.
I mean, just right away, blasting the jab after jab after jab. He's a phenomenal boxer with a vast understanding of fighting behind an educated jab. Oh, nice double leg, yes.
All right, so there's the early takedown for the decorated grappler. Exactly what he wanted to do tonight.
Exactly what he needed to do if he's going to want to win this fight. You've got to put this guy on his back early, and you've got to put him on his back often.
All right, side control now.
He pinned his arm. He's got him in the crucifix. Big ground and pound.
Oh, great ground strike there, and now blood is a factor. Oh, crucifix from the top position, DC. If you're on the bottom, what are you trying to do to get out?
On the bottom, you've got to start bridging. You've got to drive your feet and your heels into the mat. Start bridging and turning side to side, hoping that one of the arms slips through the cracks so that you can try to...
Play shot there, DC. He is especially low.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Oh, that's a big right hand that got through. Oh, quick entry.
Elbow deep takes. What a high impact takedown that was.
Oh, back up again. All right, so the referee steps between the two fighters. They are going to call on the doctor to look at that nose, and I'm fearful this is going to be the end of the fight.
Yeah, it's bad. There's a lot of blood. You can see him almost mouth wide open, gasping for air.
Looks like he's almost willing himself to stay in this fight, and doctor's going to give him a chance. Somewhat surprising there. That cut is nasty.
It's a nasty cut.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, well, this fighter was bullish in his desire to continue, and the doctor is going to afford him that opportunity as the referee gets us back underway.
This guy's a fighter, man.
Well, he's able to get back up here, but oh, man, is he on wobbly legs. Big right hand.
Oh, beautiful level change.
Fighter able to reverse position on the ground and gain a dominant position. Nicely done. Looks as though he will let his opponent stand back up. Yes. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work. So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Round two here. Nice. Huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight. Oh, big elbow. Oh, no.
Back to the feet. Well, at this point, he's...
In a ton of trouble right now.
And there's a takedown attempt. Not a great entry there, DC.
Not a great entry. He showed everything he was going to do. He didn't hide his takedown. You knew from the moment this fight started, he's trying to get to the Darce here.
Ooh, that looks tight.
Tight submission locked in. Darce choke seems to be very close to being finished. He cannot get excited, though. He's got to be patient.
Ooh, he got out.
He cleared his leg, got back to his back, and created some space between him and his opponent to stay out of that Darce choke.
Oh, so an interesting decision there as he decides to stand up and relinquish the dominant position. Oh!
My God, he switched him off to a high crotch, rotated him and took him for a ride. That was a big takedown.
Well, that is as bad a cut as we have seen in some time. You see the referee monitoring things closely. We might get a stoppage.
Yeah, he needs to monitor it. And, John, many times we are on the officials. Stop it. This is one of those times where it needs to happen right now.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Man, as he landed a high volume of strikes here in round two. I think he's still compromised. We'll see if he can recover here. He's in a world of trouble.
Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position.
Oh, interesting there as he just decides to let him back up. Single leg takedown.
He's got that single collar tie.
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. The venerable Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 51 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Sean Brady!
Well, there will be no shutting that smile off tonight. The celebration is on as he gets a huge win by knockout tonight. I got to think there are a few better feelings in the world than walking into an octagon and candidly knocking another man out.
Yeah, you shut a person's lights off, man. There's nothing like it. Now, I understand a lot of times we hope for the knockout, but he was never hopeful. He was sure that he would get it done, and he did exactly that. Congrats.